Suggestopedia is a teaching method developed by Georgy Losanov, a method of teaching that does not reflect humanistic approach, the direct method. Preface to the lyrical ballads was written by William Wordsworth. The authorized version of the Bible was published during the reign of James I. Dante Gabriel Rossetti belonged to pre-Raphaelite poetry. The poet who is famous for his animal poem is Ted. The poet who is famous for his animal poems is Ted Hughes. The visionary work Utopia was written by Thomas More. The exponent of sprung rhythm is Hawkins. Course in General Linguistics is a book based on the lectures given by Ferdinand de Saussure. The minimal distinct unit of sound is called phoneme. The imaginary South Indian town Malgudi figures in the novel of R.K. Narayanan. The feminist critic who identifies the three phases in the history of feministic writing as feminine, feminist, and female. Elaine Showalter. My Grandmother's House poem written by Kamala Das. The term deference coined by Jacques Derrida. The first folio of Shakespeare's play was edited by John Hemming and Henry Condell. The treatise Battle of the Book was written by Jonathan Swift. The Roman playwright who inspired Elizabethan revenge tragedy was Seneca. Author of Pamela, Samuel Richardson, who described poets as the unacknowledgeable legislators of mankind. Shelley. Aching Joys is an example of oxymoron. The Emperor Jonas is an expressionist play by Eugen O'Neill. The term dissociation of sensibility appears in T.S. Eliot's essay, The Metaphysical Poets. April is the cruelest month is the opening line of the poem The Waste Land. Wilfred Owen can be aptly called a war poet. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing is a line taken from Pope. The God of Small Things is a novel by Arundhati Roy. Unrhymed iambic pentameter is also known as blank verse. The term terrible beauty is associated with W.B. Yeats. My Last Duchess is a dramatic monologue by Browning, who wrote Apology for Poetry to vindicate poetry against the onslaught of Puritanism. Philip Sidney. The Eminent Victorians is a book authored by Leighton Strachey. Moby Dick is a novel written by Herman Melville. Poem to his coy mistress exemplifies carpe diem philosophy. Thomas Watt and Henry Howard, the Earl of Surrey, revived the poetic form sonnet. The angry young man in Look Back in Anger is The Scarlet Letter is a novel that has adultery as the theme. Among the Pilgrims of Chaucer, wife of Bath is described as gap-toothed. Miss Malaprop, the hilarious character figure in The Rivals, which Shakespearean tragic hero says, life is a tale told by an idiot. full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Macbeth. Waiting for Godot is an absurd play. The transformation of a poem to drama is adaptation. In memory of W.B. Yeats, an elegy. The term demise means death. The author of Essays of Elia, Charles Lamb. Skimming is a subskill of reading. The graphical representation of speech is writing. The purpose of cursive writing is to improve handwriting. A student combines the description of nature in two different poems. This comes under the objectives analysis in Bloom's taxonomy. Who defined culture as a pursuit of total perfection by means of getting to know the best which has been thought and said in the world. Matthew Arnold. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by are the lines of Robert Frost. The critical method that gives importance to the close reading of the text is new criticism. Madame Sosostris appear in The Waste Land. The synonym of the word magnificent is splendid. Becca is a character in Untouchable. Dryden's Absalom and Aristophanes criticizes King Charles II. A method of teaching a foreign language in which the students learn language by repeating or imitating the recurring patterns of everyday situations by suction of drills. The audiolingual method. A type of vocabulary which consists of the words that people use frequently and confidently. Active vocabulary. A teacher asks her students to choose 10 to 15 words from the text and write a story using these words. This is a post reading exercise. Which is the most fundamental and most widely known hypothesis in Krashen's theory? The acquisition learning hypothesis. A method of teaching where instructors give commands to students in the target language with body movements and the students respond with whole body actions. Total physical response. According to Bloom's taxonomy, use of abstractions in particular and concrete situations is called application. Reading a piece of text to gain a deeper understanding of that text is intensive reading. Specific level of focus analysis, general level of focus. This sequence is followed in inductive approach. Transposing words while reading is a characteristic of dyslexia. The English word language is derived from the Latin word lingua. Language is a means of social control and communication. Alphabetic method of teaching reading is also known as spelling method, ABC method.